Hello student. Yesterday we had discussed about the classification or what is the basis of the classifying the objects. Okay. We had also discussed that how classification is done on the basis of the living and the non-living, or how the classification occur in the living object as well as the classification of a non-living object. Today we will start with the next topic, and that is material and its properties. So before we start with the material, we should know a term, and that is matter. So we can define matter, anything, any object or anything which occupies space and have which occupies space and has mass. Okay, so any object which occupies space and have mass is defined as matter. Okay, and all the object or the object which is made up of a matter, we define them as a material. Okay, so anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter, and the matter of which an object is made is called material. It means any material which proves or which defines the definition of the matter is actually a material. So we see that all the object all the objects are made up of one or more material. Okay, students, when we talk about the matter, that matter is what anything which occupies the space and mass. Basically this matter is classified into the solid, liquid and the gases. Okay, so you see a lot of objects are there which is made up of a solid, liquid or a gas, and we can call any solid or any liquid or any gas as a material, because all these things are made up of a matter. Okay, so every object, it is made up of a matter, or it is made of a one or more material. For example, if we take an example of a table, so you see table is an object which is made up of a wood, and you know that wood is a solid, so it is a matter, so we can also say that wood is a material. If we talk about a glass, or if we talk about a utensils, so utensils, it is made up of a aluminium, or it is made up of a iron. Okay, so it is also made up of a material. If we take an example of a iron nail, so that is also made up of a iron. So iron is what? Iron is a material. So a material is a physical substance which is used to make things, or which is used to make any object. Okay, the main categories of the material, they are metals, they are of plastic, means any object can be made up of a plastic, it can be made up of a glass, it can be made up of a fiber. And if we look around, we see that most of the things are made up of a material. All the material, it consisting of a matter. For example, if you see the example, the cloth that we are wearing, they are made up of a fiber, and fiber is what? It is a material. The chair in which we sit, at which we sit, that is also made up of a plastic, or it is made up of a wood. So wood or a plastic is what? It is a material. The windows in our school, in our houses, they are made up of a glasses. So they are also called a material. Okay? So material is what? It is a physical quantity. Material is a physical quantity or physical substance used to make any object or used to make a thing. Now if we see that material is basically classified into two. That is, material is divided into two. The first one is of a natural material and the second one is a man-made material. So the two type of a material are natural material and the second one is the man-made material. Okay, so these are the two type of a material. So when we talk about the natural material, in case of a natural material, so there are a lot of material that are natural. It means the material which we obtain from the nature. So what kind of a material are they? For example, wood. You know, the wood we obtain from the plant. We never prepare. It is not a synthetic or it is not a man-made object. It is we obtain from the plant. Okay, so wood is a natural material. Coal, you know, we obtain from the earth crust. So it is a natural material. If we talk about water, you know that we don't prepare water, but it is obtained from the earth. Okay, if we talk about the cotton is what? It is this object that we obtain from the cotton plant. If we talk about the silk is a material which we obtain from the silkworm. Okay, leather is what we obtain from the animals, or the sand or soil. You see, this all object is obtained from the earth crust, so we can say that it is made up of, or it is a natural material that we obtain from the nature. Now there are some more man-made material. When we talk about the man-made material, like cement, you see, cement is what? That is prepared by man. Okay, paper, you know that paper is made with the help of from the trees. With the help of a tree we make paper, a bamboo tree we make paper. So you see that paper is prepared, okay, by man. Okay, whether maybe it is extracted from that of the plant, that is okay, but it is prepared by man, so it is a synthetic or it is a man-made material. Okay, nylon, you know, nylon or a rayon, all these things are the synthetic fiber that we had studied in the previous chapter, so it is a man-made material. Polyester, it is also a man-made material. Okay, brass, so you see, brass is actually it is made up of two metals. Metal we obtain from the earth crust, but what the man has did, they mix up the two metals and form a new substance, new object, that is brass. That's why the brass is also a man-made material. Okay, so these are the two type of material. The first one is the natural material. The first one is the natural material and the second one is a man-made material. Natural, which we obtain from the nature, from the plants and the animals or from the earth. Okay, and the man-made, which is prepared, maybe it is extracted from the nature, but later on it is modified by the human beings, and that is a man-made material. Now if we see that we use many object which is made up of a natural or a man-made material, but you see that there are some object which are made up of a different material, or we can say an object can be made up of a different material. Here an example is given like that of a tumbler. Tumbler is an object which we use in a daily life, but you see the tumbler is made up of many material. It can be made up of plastic, it can be made up of a glass, or it can be made up of a silver. Like that, there are a lot of the objects are there which can be made up of a different material. It means the object remains the same, the material can be different. Like in case of a chair, you see the chair, it can be made up of a wood, or it can be a metal chair, or it can be a plastic chair. Okay, if we see the clothes, it can be a cotton cloth, or it can be a nylon, or it can be a silk. If we see the utensils can be made up of a copper, it can be made up of a silver, or it can be made up of a stainless steel. Coins, you know, there are a lot of different types of coins are there, like it will be of copper, or it will be of a gold, or it will be made up of a silver. So you see the objects are the same, but it can be made up of a different materials. Shoes, you know, there are plastic shoes are there, rubber shoes we use, as well as the leather shoes we wear. Okay, so shoes is an object and it can be made up of a different material. If you see the next one, that many kind of object are there which can be made of a same material. Before that we discussed then object, if one object can be made up of a different material. Here we will see that one material help in forming the different objects. Like plastic is a material and plastic can be used. It is a material and this material can be used in making the different kind of objects. Like the plastic, it can be used in making that of the mug, in making that of the bucket or the lunch box or the toothbrush. Okay, then you can see here the different examples are given that if suppose a material is a wood. Okay, so with the help of this wood material, we can make a different object like that of a chair, like that of a window or almirah. Okay, so with the help of a wood, we can make different objects. The same thing with the glass, the same thing with the iron. Iron also help in making the buckets, also help in making the pipes, or also help in making the utensils. If you see the copper is used in making coins, it is used in making utensils coppers are also there, or it is used in making electric wire. Now see that we had discussed about that one object can be made up of a different material, or one object help in making the different materials. And many objects that can be made up of a same material. Okay, now we will talk about then many objects are there which are not made up of a one material, or which are not made up of a like that material help in making the object. But here we are talking that one object can be made up of a combination of two or more material. It means an object can be made by combining two or more materials together. Like if we see the tea, okay, you know that how we prepare tea. Tea is prepared with the help of a water, with the help of a tea leaves, sugar and milk. So by these constituent material, by combining all these material, we make an object and that is tea. Similarly, if we make a vegetable curry, then what is needed? What are the different material that should be combined to make vegetable curry? Is the vegetables, is the salt, spices, oil and water. If you see the ball pen is made up of a plastic that help it to covering it. A metal should be there in which is help to write it, which we call it consisting of the ball, okay, and ink. So, or if we talk about a dry cell, then a zinc container is necessary, a graphite rod and chemicals are important. Okay, so you see that to make this object, a combination of the material is needed. So by combining these material, we find a new object. So these are the three types in which we see that how an object is made up of a material, or how a material is used in making the different types of a object. Now we will talk about the properties of the material. So properties of the material is a description of the characteristic which it has, and they are the adjective which tell us about the material. It means, you see that many objects we used in our home or at our institute or industry for different purpose. Why is it so? Because different material, they have different properties, and we choose a material to make a particular object on the basis of its property. For example, if we are making a tumbler, okay, so how we will make a tumbler? The material that is needed is a glass, a plastic or a steel, because we know that these material will help in holding the water. If suppose we make a tumbler with the help of a cloth, then what will happen? That cloth or that piece of the cloth will be not able to hold the water. The water will leak out from the piece of the cloth. Similarly, if we are making a utensil, or if we are making a coin, you see the utensils. Okay, so utensils are basically, it is made up of a copper, aluminium or a steel. It is because copper or a aluminium or a stainless steel, they conduct heat. They are the good conductor of heat. So they will help in conducting the heat, and that will help in making the vegetables in it. Now if you see the ornaments, so ornaments, it is made up of a gold. Why we are making the ornaments with the help of a gold, not with that of the other thing, like that of the sulfur and all? It is because the gold is having very shiny appearance. It is lustrous. It is having shine, and that's why we use them for making ornament. If you see a pillow, then we are using pillow at our houses which is filled with the cotton fur. Why we are not using the jute? It is because the jute is harsh as compared to that of the cotton fur. Cotton fur is very soft. Okay, so you see that all these things, all this material that we use for the different purpose, it basically depends upon its properties. Okay, so material which are having a different properties and different characteristic depending on what they are used for. These objects, these materials are made up of these objects are made up of a different materials, and that totally define its properties. If a material is a hard, or if a material is a soft, we use it for a different purpose. If suppose we use the steel, okay, or we use that aluminium rods, so these are used, or we used brick for making wall of our houses, because we find that they are opaque, and they give strength to our houses. Okay, so you see that the materials totally defines the totally used on the basis of its properties.